All right, ladies and gents. All right, we're going to take a look at a video real quick of Charlie Kirks, the shooting, and it's horrible. I'm not going to show you it actually. We're just going to show a video that occurred that someone was video as they were in the crowd. So we're going to determine to see if we can see any kind of a flash from a barrel or if we can get from a sound of where the shots came from. Now, it's very well possible that these shots came from inside the building, uh, either behind them or in front of them. We'll have to determine that. Once we look at the footage, you'll be able to tell where the entry was and the exit. So, we're going to take a look at this one video real quick. Hello, Miss Debbie Fox. And we're going to get a feel of what was going on campus as this was happening. All right. Now, I know a lot of people, and that's another thing. Do we have the guy or not? Because I'm seeing a lot of reports that the shooter is in custody, but I'm also seeing that the shooter is not in custody. So we hope that he is in custody, but we'll have to wait and see if any of the reports are true. So let's take a look real quick at this video. And we'll paste it here. All right, I'll put it here in my description. And let me replay this.
Counting or not counting game violence?
Oh my God. Go, run. Holy.
Counting or not counting game violence?
What the fuck?
That's right, you may sign.
All right, let's back that up a little bit. Can you folks hear me okay? Can you hear the video okay when I'm playing it? All right, Twister says they're saying that he is not in custody. All right, let's take a look at this video because they did have an older man on the ground. Okay, now we have somebody on the ground here. Looks like a bunch of people surrounding him. Now, who is this guy? Is my question. If my chat is saying that he is not in custody. Johnny on Fox, they are saying not in custody. Well, why is this gentleman? Is this a gentleman a victim? Or was he hit with fragment? Or did people think he was the shooter or not? Where's the weapon? All right, let's continue to play this.
You guys okay? Okay, love you. Be safe. Okay, be safe. Apparently there's been a shooting. I don't know who's been shot. We are here live at Utah Valley State University. I don't know if that was shots or if that was fireworks.
Counting or not counting game violence?
Oh my God. Go, run. Holy.
Counting or not counting game violence?
What the fuck?
All right. My chat is saying that he is not in custody, but it's obvious that older man, he was on the ground on his knees, and it appeared that he was handcuffed. Now, whether he was a shooter or possibly a spotter, or might have been doing something wrong, who knows? Maybe he was carrying a weapon. It is Utah. And right away, they thought he was the shooter. We're not sure, right? I don't know. Debbie, are you getting any kind of intel? Debbie saying that Fox, they saying not in custody. They thought he was, but he's not. So it's possible we still have a shooter on the loose or accomplices. We're not sure yet. I would be on the lookout just to be safe. Let me see if I can find anything else on this real quick. Charlie Kirk shot. That's Miss Crime Lines and Lies. She's live on it. JLR. No. Is that over with? Yeah, it's over with. Should I run JLRs? I mean,
There is a speed enhance,
JLR
which
always
basically
good
allows
at
you
this
to
stuff.
do anything that a function
JLR,
with cable
I think
machine,
JLR said
benching, squatting, even belt
was
squatting. Works
recording
out great
or
because
reporting
the
it
pushback is always what goes up to 220.
before everyone.
Some people think
And
he remade the Republican Party.
and
Just with how
Yes,
he got
JLR's
struck, and based off him
in
being
my
in a tent, I think someone was elevated.
Who claims
Yeah, I think
to
so. Also,
possibly have shot him. You're saying
JLR,
you don't believe
he
was
had
the
to be
shooter.
elevated.
He didn't have a gun. He didn't have a
And
weapon on him.
possibly,
They
and
just,
I
he
do
just
believe
confessed
it
to it, and
came
they
from
grabbed
the
him, pulled him
building
over.
in
Because
front of them
I'll
to
tell you this:
the
I
right
was there about
side.
an hour and a half before
Possibly
the thing even started,
that
before
was
everyone showed up, and
either
he
had
was
a
going
window
around and
open
talking
or
to
was
any
on top of
conservatives and
that.
stuff, just bashing Charlie Kirk.
That
Charlie
roof
Kirk's
right
this.
there.
Charlie Kirk's a racist. Charlie Kirk's blah 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 blah, and he was just making a scene. And it doesn't surprise me. He didn't, from what I could tell, he
All right,
didn't
let
have
me.
anything on
Is
him.
this live?
If they did, I don't think they would be looking for the
JLR
shooter,
live?
because they would the weapon.
This
If
ain't
it was
live, is
him,
it?
they would have the weapon with him, but it wasn't there. So
Okay,
that's the whole thing.
And you've heard since in the last moments, President Trump sent out as well on social media that he's away.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I had a friend actually who just sent me
It is live.
a message.
So
There are a
let's get
bunch
off
of friends who've
JLR.
seen me on already on the news and stuff. Have been
We're bringing in troops. No, he's live, Debbie. I thought it was over with, that he was done, but he's not. He's still live. He's on the military coming in now with SWAT. Dogs are in, right? What was your dog name? That looked like your dog, Debbie. That looked like your dog. All right, what else we got? We got Chris Harbaugh's on at the interview room. He's on it. Hold on a minute. Let me check. Miss Debbie Fox sent me something. All right, let's check this out. Hold on, Miss Debbie Fox sent me something here. Let me check this out. I think this was right before he got shot, Debbie. Copy. Let's go over here. Bio. Yeah. Debbie, that's what the dog looked like. All right, let's play this real quick, see what we got here.
That's a lot of people, Utah, I'll tell you what. All right, we're going to get started, everybody. You know how it works. Question and answer. Also, thank you to Lane from YRV5. That was great. Really appreciate it. And we're going to be here for a couple hours. Get comfortable. Bring the best libs that Utah has to offer.
Yeah, I agree with JLR. Probably was an upper shot, meaning elevated. Yeah. So they'd have to be up on this upper tier somewhere or on these buildings. No, Valdez, I can't find it on Twitter or X or whatever. I can't find it. I have an account. Right, hold on. Now look at these. You got windows. You got people up here. You got people on a second roof here, and then there's a third floor. And I do believe it came from this side. If you're looking out into the crowd, that would be your left side. It came from somewhere over here, I think. Wow. Well, everybody's live on it. It's unreal. Oh, here's saying no arrest.
Their eyewitness described, they do say.
Okay. Why? This is saying there's been no arrest. All right, let me post this in chat. I got too many dang tabs open. All right, now this video says, the thumbnail on it says no arrest.
They did hear just one shot heard as he was speaking to a crowd, hundreds, thousands there on hand for this. Of course, AP continuing to report he's in critical condition after being shot there in Utah. Of course, videos posted on social media circulating, very disturbing, from Utah Valley University show Kirks speaking into a handheld microphone while sitting under a white tent with the slogans, "The American Comeback" and "Prove Me Wrong." A single shot rings out. Kirkensby reaching up with his right hand as blood potentially gushes from the side of his neck. Very disturbing, very dynamic scene. We're hearing from different people there on hand for this. Hundreds, thousands of people. We're going to hear from Speaker Mike Johnson here in just a short bit of time. But again, we've heard Charlie Kirk there so many times in different conservative circles. And this from the president saying we must all pray for Charlie Kirk, who has been shot, a great guy from top to bottom. God bless him. So plenty of reaction right now as we're also potentially hearing on the ground on Capitol Hill, Chip Roy, the Republican, speaking out. Let's listen in.
Strong guy, he's a good man. I hope, praying for him. I don't know the status. I have no idea. I keep getting conflicting reports, so pray.
All right, you just heard there, Chip Roy, conflicting reports right now about.
Well, I agree. We all been getting that. Right. I've been in the chats where they were saying they got the guy. I've been in chats where they're saying he's still loose. So, on this channel, we're going to let you know the guy might be still on the run. The shooter might not be apprehended, and until we get 100% confirmation that he is caught, be on the lookout for somebody in Utah. What's the description? I don't know. Let's see if we can get some better footage. It's so, it just happened. Wait for people to start posting their footage that were there. I'm sure there'll be more. And we might be able to see the guy actually, the barrel flash, depending on. It don't sound like he had a silencer, and it sounded like it might have been. It might have been something more powerful than a 308. It sounded pretty hefty to me in some of the videos I lifted. But we don't know. It might have been silenced. We're not sure yet. Someone said it sounded like a firecracker. So maybe other videos I heard it sounded louder, but that could be because it's echoing off of the buildings, or the microphone from the phone was closer to the barrel of the rifle. Therefore, it would make it more louder than somebody that was in the front row of the place. So let's wait. We'll dissect the videos as they come in. I'm sure there'll be more, and I'm sure they'll be able to pinpoint, actually, if they don't already have the guy. Like I said, we got reports that they got the guy, but then we're getting reports coming in that they didn't get the guy. We hope they did. We'll see what the motive is. If this is over somebody that just didn't like the way this guy thought or talked or his beliefs, then yeah, I agree. It's silly. All he had to do was stay home. I don't like that guy. No, I don't think I'm going to go to that rally. That sounds like a normal American, right? A normal crazy American, because we're all pretty much crazy after all this madness we live around. It's just different levels of crazy. And the guy that did this was, well, on a whole nother level. We don't know the motives. We don't know if there was this, was this a retaliation of Mr. Trump saying we're bringing the military in? Is my question to our government. Is this retaliation because Mr. Trump ain't backing down and the mother green butt kicking machine's coming into town? And this was retaliation? I don't know. I hope not. Let me see what my chat is saying. Well, this is from the Trump high-powered rifle and Molina. Oh, well, I'm not sure. I mean, it could be something, 308. It could be something a little bit, we don't know. It sounded, I heard one video and it did sound like a firecracker, but that person was in the front of the crowd. And then there was another video of a guy on top of the roof, and it sounded like it was a more powerful caliber. And then there was a couple of girls that were talking after it, and they asked them, and she said there was just a hole in his chest about the size of a quarter. So, who knows? Yeah, And then there's reports. We were watching JLR, and JLR reported that he got hit in the neck. So we're not sure. Hold on a minute, folks. All right, let's go to one more thing. My reporter, Debbie Fox, has got us a new video. Oh, I should have done that. Davy Fox. Where did I get that? Well, I was thinking of the Monkees, Davy Jones. All right, hold on a minute, folks. Let's share this. And let me put this in the chat. I got too many tabs open. This is crazy.
Described, they do say they did hear just one shot heard as he was speaking to a crowd, hundreds, thousands there on hand for this. Of course, AP continuing to report he's in critical condition after being shot there in Utah. Of course, videos posted on social media circulating, very disturbing, from Utah Valley University show Kirks speaking into a handheld microphone while sitting under a white tent with the slogans, "The American Comeback" and "Prove Me Wrong." A single shot rings out. Kirkensby reaching up with his right hand as blood potentially gushes from the side of his neck. Very disturbing, very dynamic scene. We're hearing from different people there on hand for this. Hundreds, thousands of people. We're going to hear from Speaker Mike Johnson here in just a short bit of time.
All right.
But again,
What we're
we've
hearing,
heard Charlie Kirk there so many times in different conservative circles. And this from the president saying we must all pray for.
we're hearing he was hit in the neck. He was hit in the neck, and he grabbed it. Right now, we got a problem there, because anyone knows your jugulars, your main arteries and stuff are in your neck. So, worst scenario, he was hitting the jugular. Hopefully, he clamped it off hard enough and stopped the bleeding. And he'd be bleeding very bad, very fast. And he would have a certain amount of time if professionals were there and knew. If he was still conscious. But I hate to say with something like that, if it was a high caliber weapon, that might have been his last reaction, was to grab it, and that was it. So we're not sure. Like I said, I'm not sure. Let's finish listening to this.
For Charlie Kirk, who has been shot, a great guy from top to bottom. God bless him. So plenty of reaction right now as we're also potentially hearing on the ground on Capitol Hill, Chip Roy, the Republican speaking out. Let's listen in.
Strong guy. He's a good man. I hope, praying for him. I don't know the status. I have no idea. I keep getting conflicting reports. So,
All right, you just heard there, Chip Roy, conflicting reports right now about the condition in which Charlie Kirk is in right now, but the AP reporting critical condition. So we're going to continue to follow that here on Live Now from Fox. So this is just a scene there from the ground in Orem, Utah, on the campus of Utah Valley University. And I believe we're going to be joined right now by a reporter that was a witness to what transpired today. Eva Terry from Deseret News. You're live on Live Now from Fox right now. Can you hear me? Can you describe what you
All right, let's
heard,
go to
what
one
you
of the
saw today?
reporters. Debbie.
Hey, yes, this is Eva Terry with Deseret News. I'm here also. I've been here all morning with another reporter, Emma Pitts, and we were here an hour before talking to students. It was a really exciting, upbeat atmosphere, and there were a lot of underclassmen there. We talked to quite a few freshmen who were just really amped up and excited to see him. And then he got through his first question, and then at his second question, it was about the student asked him a question about how many transgender shooters there had been in U.S. history, and he responded. The student asked another question. Charlie Kirk went to go pick up the microphone, and that's when he was shot. It looked like it was on the left side of his neck, and it was pretty bloody. He lifted his arms up a little bit, and then he went limp and he fell. And then all of the students, everyone in the audience, the big amphitheater, we all crouched down. Stayed there for about 30 or 40 seconds and then just ran.
Yeah, I can only imagine. We're seeing on social media some of those chaotic moments in the immediate aftermath. How far away were you from Charlie Kirk when you heard that shot ring out?
Emma and I were about 3 or 4 rows back of people. So we were really close.
Can you describe the scene? Because like you mentioned, I can only imagine what someone is thinking in this moment. Can you describe the chaos right after?
And no one really knew what was going on. So we're in there, and the administrators in there didn't know what was going on. I have not been alerted of any official reporting from police yet, but they have removed all students from campus, and it's completely shut down.
All right, very good. And can you just set the scene one more time? Because Charlie Kirk does go to all of these college campuses coast to coast here and speak to them about the conservative values, about his mindset, about...
All right, right there on the front of it, right there. Breaking news. Suspect not in custody. After Charlie Kirk shooting. He was up somewhere with a scope, had to be. Yeah, I would say so. I would say he would had to be, or very close to it. Maybe that old man that was on the ground in the handcuffs. maybe he was a spotter, maybe he was diversion, maybe something. I don't. Maybe he just had a weapon, and just for safety, anyone that had a weapon was told to get down and handcuffed until they made sure they had the right shooter. Uh, you know, so there's a very good chance the shooter is on the run. So keep an eye out. We don't know what the motive is. If they do have him, there's been reports they do have the guy. He is in custody. We'll just have to wait. I'm sure they'll give a police press release. I don't know how severe it is, a SWAT there, and we'll have to see. Debbie, is there any other thing? Yeah, that's what I want to look at real quick, is because we did have some good footage of the area when this was happened, but I think it was in a different video.
Now, this is actually, let's start with this.
All right, here we go. Let me pull this up. Oh wait, you're seeing it, right? Yeah, you're seeing it already. I'm not doing that. Do that. Put it here. All right. Now, here is the tent down here, right? No, it was over here because they were all sitting around her, I think. No. Let's play it just to be sure.
New statement from Utah Valley University. We had a speaker, Charlie Kirk, invited by a student group, Turning Point USA, speaking on campus today at noon. At about 12:20, shots were fired from a building about 200 yards from the speaker. Now, this is new. According to the best of our knowledge, the individual was hit and was taken away immediately by his security personnel. That individual, of course, is Charlie Kirk. Campus is closed for the rest of the day, and our campus police have a suspect in custody. So that is new information. 200 from a building, 200 yards from the shooter is the newest information from.
Okay, they're saying that he is in custody, right? Okay, so now they're saying that he is in custody. He is in custody. All right, let's play some more of this. Debbie, let me check this video. I'll let you know, woman. Hold on a minute. This was an hour ago.
From the university, and obviously the investigation is just beginning in all of this. Joining me now by phone, Fox News, Fox and Friends weekend co-host Charlie Hurt. He co-hosted the show with Charlie Kirk just a few weeks ago here in New York, and is a friend, someone who knows him well. Charlie, welcome.
All right, here we go. Now we got some footage of where the shots came from. Okay. Here is the tent down here where he was sitting. So we know that these shots needed to come from over here on this roof here. Now, I don't know how big this building is, but is that another roof behind it? Is that like another roof? This whole sector looks like it's a flat roof, which would be great area to set up to do something like that. It looks like there's a man right here, don't it? Popped up, but that's probably a vent or something. You also have this tear up here where people were. You also have way over here where it looks like there's a giant air conditioner or something, which might be where this occurred because he was hit from the left side, and all this over here is the left side. So, and I do believe this wraps around. So there might be more on the side here that we can't see where it occurred. It was, if he was somewhere on this ground level here where this grass is going down, if he was somewhere up here, but over on the left side, all the way where he had a clean shot, then yeah, I would say it was elevated. He might have been standing up here on this top tier concrete right here, but all the way on the left side, there might have been a clearing where he had a perfect shot. Depending on the video, will tell us if the shot came from the front or from the side. We'll be able to tell that if we ever see the video. If it came from the front left side or from the very side of them. That'll all, you'll be able to see that in all the video. I am a little confused because those were an hour ago. Yeah, the videos you just showed. Well, see, that's why I'm saying, just to be safe, we're going to say the shooter might not be in custody to keep a lookout, but just to be safe, because we're getting conflicted reports. There was for a while they said he lived and he was in the ICU and was going to survive. He was okay. And then we were also getting reports that he passed away. So this whole thing is the same thing. We're getting reports they have him, and now we're getting reports they don't have him, right? So they said they had somebody that is in custody that's a suspect. So if that guy didn't have a weapon, if they don't find a weapon or anything, how do you know if it's really him? Well, I don't know. Someone would have had to seen him with a rifle. 30 minutes ago, shooter was not in custody. Do you have that video, little lady, or documentation that you can post in chat? Miss Debbie Fox. Hold on a minute. All right, we're going to breaking news from my reporter out in the field, Deborah Fox. Who just gave us a new. Hold on a minute. Gonna switch feed there. Jump back over here. Copy, paste. Folks, check out this channel. Check out all these channels inside my chat. Let's roll with it. Hold on a minute. Have they shut me down yet, Debbie? I got too many tabs open. Can you see this? Good God almighty.
That shot rang out. We heard from our Aaron Katursky, Bob, that reports say that possibly that bullet hitting Charlie Kirk's neck, as our Aaron Katursky was describing, you could actually see blood pouring out. We did hear straight from Charlie Kirk's organization that he co-founded, Turning Point USA, that he is in the hospital, and they are all praying for him. Prayers coming from the President of the United States to those involved in his organization, those that have been on the tour with him. Aaron Katursky, anything new that you have learned as we will continue, of course, to hit the top of.
Okay, now we're getting other reports, like I said before, that I heard in the beginning, that he was in the hospital and he was going to be okay, and and here we are now. Hold on a minute, folks. My reporter in the wait a minute. No arrest. Shooter not in custody. Yeah, we're gonna go back and forth until President Trump gets on President Trump should go live. If they have him, President Trump, can you release something saying we do have a shooter. 100% confirmed. United States citizens, be on the alert because this might have been a diversion or part of a whole big thing. Oh, they will find him for sure. Well, I don't know, Debbie. We can't figure out if the guy's caught or not caught. Can the Speaker of the House, that blonde-haired little lady, can she go live telling us if they got the guy or not? All right, hold on. Let's finish watching a little bit of this.
The hour here. We're trying to get as much information as possible about the condition of Charlie Kirk after being shot there on the university campus in Utah.
It seemed, according to eyewitness accounts and by law enforcement experts who have viewed the video, to be a very difficult injury from the single shot that struck Charlie Kirk. So everyone in the administration is sending prayers for his survival and well-being, but everyone is also braced for what could be some difficult news, Kira, because the single shot struck Charlie Kirk. Eyewitnesses said they saw a lot of blood coming from him, and then they all scattered. Now the university is urging everyone to leave campus to allow police to conduct the investigation. The suspect that was taken into custody, according to eyewitness accounts, was heard screaming, "I do it again," described as an older male wearing a blue shirt, someone who has white hair, but we've heard nothing else about the suspect, if it is indeed himself or his condition. So far, the local police have said nothing. It's only the university that's now urging everyone to clear out of campus, Kira.
Wow, did you hear that? So they do, that old man that I showed you on the ground, handcuffed, that might be the suspect that was saying that. No, I haven't seen the footage yet, Valdez. I know you said it was pretty gory. I didn't see it. I would imagine if it was a high-powered rifle, then I imagine it was probably pretty ugly. I know that beautiful reporter. I forget her name. I don't know. She's on TV or Dateline or one of them. She's real beautiful. Fox Megan or Megan Fox or whatever her name is. But anyways, she reported that it was like a Kennedy thing, that dramatic, that ugly. Oh man, Trump, we need a news conference. Yeah, I would say, Mr. President Trump, can we figure this out? This is horrifying. And Trump's been through this. Trump's been through this. I know, well, Mr. Trump is a very busy man. So can you get that beautiful blonde lady, that Speaker of the House or whatever she is, to come out and give us something on this? Because we don't, if the guy ain't caught, these people are trying to cause us from catching the guy, give him time to get away. No, what are we dealing with these people? We catch him, and then we get another video saying he's not in custody. We get another video, we have him, and and then we don't. I don't know. All right, folks, I will be back with more in this situation. I know Valdez, I haven't seen it. Debbie, I don't know if you've seen it. Debbie said yes, but she can't find it. I haven't seen it. It's on Twitter or X or something like that, but I don't know. I don't know if we'll ever see that footage. The professionals will see that footage, and they'll determine exactly what happened, what angle the weapon, the shooter was, where he was. It's just, I just saw it on Instagram. The full thing, Cal. The full thing, or just not the shooting, but just people there. Instagram? No, Debbie, she said it's not the full video of him being shot. So we wouldn't be able to tell anything, or the government will. Eventually it'll be released and we'll be able to find out if it was an elevated shot or if he was on ground level and had a clearing and took that shot when there was a clearing. But I agree with Debbie, it's very possible. Do we know it was a rifle and not a pistol? I don't know. People are saying it was a 308 rifle, high power. I don't know. It could have been a pistol. If he was close enough, it will do just as much damage. We're not sure. We'll get to the bottom of this, though, on this channel. Came from his right side. Now it's the left side. He got shot in the left side of his neck. If you were looking out into the crowd where he was sitting, it came from the left. I think I was so far in the pistol to be a pistol, but I'm not a gun expert. Well, I'm no gun expert either, but if you're close enough, with a high-powered pistol, yeah, it'll do just as much damage. Disagree unless the video was flipped. No, they're reporting that it came from the left side. And that's where your jugular is, I believe. Ain't it? Left side? I'm not sure. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe the jugular's on your right side. But whatever it was he got hit with, they're saying that the wound was on the left side. And it was pretty bad. While Kelt's disagreeing, I'm going to go ahead and disagree. Oh, did the blood pour out from his left and the extrance wound? I'm not sure. But the video, they're saying that they only see one side left. If he got hit in the right with that high power of a caliber, I'm sure he would have grabbed his right side. But they're saying he grabbed his left side. So what would he feel first? The right side or the left side? If he got shot in the right, was it so fast that the pain, he didn't get no pain till the left side and he grabbed his left side? I don't know. We'll have to check the video out. Kelt, do you have any video? I do want to say hello to Miss Kelt, and she has a right to disagree or agree on this channel, and she's not sure. She's saying they flipped it possibly, or he was hit from the right side, which Miss Kelt might be right, because if it was a strike from the right, then the entry or the exit would be on the left, and maybe that's what he felt. Because it was moving at such high velocity. He didn't even feel it go in, but he felt it come out. I'm not sure. Miss Kelt might be right. We'll have to wait and find out once we get more info on this. Let me see what Kelt said. His head flipped left, and then inside the blood was coming out. Did you see this video, Kelt? You did see the video, didn't you, Miss Kelt? Yes, you did. I didn't. It's on Instagram. I'll see what is my little fox in here? My reporter, but I only watched it once because it was horrible. No, I don't blame you. But if you're any kind of a criminal investigator, couch potato, you would have to dissect the footage to see exactly what happened. It's true, you would have to. Is there anything anyone else would like to say? Good news. Got a copy at the San Diego Zoo. Had a baby last night. What is that? What kind of animal is that? That was on my Instagram feed. Debbie said, shoot. Shoot what, girl? What? What happened, Deb? What do you got, Debbie? What is it? Go on. Oh, it's a giraffe and a zebra. Had a baby. Cool. Cool. Debbie, you got any more info? Well, what are you trying to say? Did you say shoot? SHOT? Shot? I don't know what she's talking about, but it's okay, Miss Fox. Don't worry about it. All right, folks. I'm going to end this video. I don't think we have any more new intel coming in yet. It's just too soon. Everyone's is covering it. I want to thank Miss Debbie Fox for showing us all that intel that she gave us. What a great reporting woman. Almost like a Lois Lane in Superman. Kelt said she watched it, Debbie. She watched it. Can you not see me? Or what? Yeah, I see you. What? I don't know what you're trying to do, but your spelling is for or FO. I have to type it again. I know you were trying to say, do you have to type it again? Kelt, can you see me in chat? Yeah, I can see you. I can see you, Debbie. Your typing was off. You don't have to type it again. All right. Debbie Kelt is saying that she's seen it. She watched it only once. She said it was bad. All right, folks. We're going to end this video. Hold on a minute. Let's see what Debbie's saying. I said for like the 5th time, if I get shot in your neck already or area, it's a devastating injury that you could not come back from with a high-powered rifle. Oh, well, that's you might be right. You might be right. I would think he probably bled out. You know, if there wasn't an ambulance there, if he didn't have proper team, then yeah, I would imagine he bled out before he even got to the hospital. Oh, look at Debbie, a little squirrel. Little squirrel. Now he's on the squirrel highway. This might be a good night to get high and ask Mr. Johnny to play guitar. Or Mr. Johnny, if you saw how much blood he died fast. Yeah, that's what I'm guessing too. That's what I'm thinking. You know, Debbie's probably right. But, all right, folks. We might be back later tonight. God bless you all. All glory goes to God. Be safe. Be aware of your surroundings. And remember, we're not sure if they have them or not. Hopefully the White House releases something here real fast to put us at ease, or we might have to, he might be on the run and we're looking for someone. We're not sure. Our condolences go out to the family, the government, and everybody, the church, religion he belonged to, and everything. Have a great night, and I'll be back.